Okay, would you rather be followed around by a mariachi band for a week, or would you rather have dramatic music play every time you speak?
That's a good one.
Because we talked about a mariachi band before.
We have had a mariachi band in the past.
Isn't that funny that we had two
I
mariachi
know. It's
bands?
craziness.
Or dramatic
Um,
music every time we speak?
you know what? I'm gonna choose mariachi band because it's only for a week.
Oh, I'm totally going with the dramatic music when I speak.
I,
Oh,
I
I'll
knew
be
it.
like,
I
I'll be
knew
just
it.
like a yeah. It's that's just my calling. It's
Yeah.
I should have dramatic music now, so I'm totally going for that. So I'm doing.
Okay. You do it. You do it.
Welcome to Second Saturday, the podcast where every Sunday feels like a Saturday.
This is episode 52, and I'm Ainsley.
This is Jen.
And today we're doing another Lodge Life deep dive. This one's gonna be super fun because it was the family fun weekend.
Oh, such good times.
The best
Um,
times, like the best times.
the best times. My friends are still mad that we have had to retire that since we've finished with the lodge.
Fair
My friends
enough.
still talk about it. So yeah, we're gonna deep dive
Deep dive.
into Family
Deep
Fun
dive.
Weekend. First though, Taylor.
Yes.
Oh,
Big thank you to Taylor for sending in a question.
love this question.
It's a
Love
good
it.
one. It's a good question. And it's
I mean,
so your answer is so fitting. Like I should have known. I should have known
right?
that's what you'd pick. See, I'm going for practicality. This is where we differ in life a little bit. Okay. This is where our differences shine. I'm going for the practicality of I'd be pretty fed up with it, whereas you would just use it and abuse it.
Oh, for the pure entertainment of it. Pure entertainment. Do you know how much that would drive your dad crazy?
Oh, he would lose his mind.
Oh, like
There's
totally
this
lose his
this
mind.
you'd say something that's like dun dun
Oh, I know.
dun.
Just like just I'm thinking of like the soap operas, where
Yeah.
they like have something serious. And then
Yeah.
it's like I'm thinking, first of all, thinking Days of Our Lives. And I'm thinking
Yes.
John Black back in the day when someone happened to be like this, and then he'd raise an eyebrow. Dun dun
Dun,
dun.
dun,
Like I'm so there.
dun.
I'm so there with the dramatic music. Like I can hear it in my head right now. How um and trust me, would like the mariachi band too. I love a good
Yeah.
mariachi band. Just saying.
Just saying.
Um just saying.
Just saying.
But I could totally go for the dramatic music. It would make me feel like I am in a soap opera all the time, and just the amount of people it would piss off. I'm
It's
so
worth
all
it.
over that.
It's worth it.
So
It's
worth
so
it.
fitting. It's so fitting.
So great question, Taylor. Love that. I like that it was an easy choice for me. I've had a couple
Yes.
last few go rounds that have been an easy choice, and I really
Yeah, they
like the
haven't
fact
been
that we've
bad.
had no, and we've had the mariachi band twice, which I find hilarious.
That is really funny.
Hilarious.
When I was like, because all the questions come to me, and I got one, and it wasn't long after I got the first one about the marriage band, I was given this one, and I was like, well, I need to separate them a little bit. Like, I gotta some space in between.
I'm not gonna lie. When it first started, I thought, well, we've already had this question,
Yeah,
but we had it.
that I thought the same thing when I listened to it the first time I got it. I was like, oh, I thought it was gonna be crazy if we had the same question. First
Yeah,
of all,
because the previous one was just only 3 days a week. You'd have the mariachi band.
yeah.
So very good question, Taylor. I love it. We're gonna throw it out to our audience. Which would you rather do? Would you rather have a mariachi band follow you around for a week straight, or would you rather have dramatic music appear every time
Dun,
you
dun,
spoke? My
dun.
cousins, come on, cousins. I know you want that dramatic music. Like, don't even. Because one of my cousins has already sent a question in. So I'm like, come
Yes.
on, I'm calling you out. You could best be answering this. And I'm pretty sure I know what you're gonna say. So awesome
Yeah.
question, Taylor. Let us know. Put it in
Yeah.
the comments, everyone. Which would you rather choose?
Do it.
Love it, love it, love it.
Do
I
it.
love it. I love it.
Love it.
I have a little surprise for you today, Ainsley.
Okay.
Yeah. So remember we were talking about our resolutions and how we're doing?
Oh my
Guess
goodness.
who broke into the sour candies? This cat right here.
I was I'm gonna be honest with you. I was waiting for the moment you were gonna mention you've had sugar because you are wired.
Could you tell?
You are so loud, just loud and there. And I was like waiting for I was like, okay. And I didn't know what the
Ugh.
surprise was prior. I didn't know it was gonna be sugar, but I was just waiting for the
Mm.
moment she was to tell all of us that she has consumed some sugar.
If I was a puppy dog, my tail would just be going like this. Our dog Garmin, his tail goes like this because it's little, but when he gets really excited, it just goes around in a circle. So my little, I'm in my happy place.
Put your candies down.
I
Put
know,
your
I
candies
can't.
down.
I love them. Oh, they're so amazing. I'm just saying, I'm having one more just for
Oh
just for
goodness.
shits and giggles. A little cherry. Mwah. Mwah. They're so good. I know. They're like uber wired. It's been a day.
I need
It's okay.
help. Someone help me. Save
Somebody
me.
reach out to Ainsley. Save her. Mm. Oh, I can feel it coursing through my veins.
Okay, channel this energy into the topic.
Family
Focus.
fun weekend.
Family fun weekend. Now,
What
for
was
anyone
family fun
who
weekend?
doesn't know, you're probably wondering how does this have to do with the lodge? Well, not every. We started it. I was probably 8 or 9. 8 when we
No,
started
you
it.
were 6. No, you were 7. Because it was the dreaded Lego birthday.
Yeah, but I thought I was 9 for that.
No. Maybe.
Yeah, I was 9 for
No.
that. I was
I think
7
it
when I
was
had
9.
a. I think I was 9 for that.
Oh, yeah.
Because
You might have been
we
9.
had everyone knows we own 2 lodges. So it first started. We had one summer of the family fun weekend at the first lodge before we switched lodges.
Yes, we did.
So I believe I was 9 years old because we switched lodges the same year we built our house and moved into it.
Yeah, it was a busy
It
year.
was a move for everything.
It was a move for everything.
Anyways, it always fell on the longest.
No, not necessarily. We didn't have it on every one of your birthdays.
Well, because my birthday isn't always on
No.
the long weekend.
You're very wrong. I'm cutting in because sometimes it was the middle of August when we got later on because one of our friends was a teacher and had to go to teacher meetings.
I don't know about that.
I know about that faux
I don't
show.
know about that. Anywho, it happened in August.
It did happen in
Okay,
August.
people, it happened in August. And so it was a weekend, usually a long weekend, whether it was actually a long weekend or we made it a
Yep.
long weekend, one of the two.
Yep.
And we would invite all of our friends to come up
Yep.
for the weekend, and then we'd fill the entire camp, and we'd have a
Mhm.
family fun weekend where everyone would come up, all the kids would come up, and we would just have this huge just party for 3 days, essentially.
Yeah,
Party
we
for
did.
everyone.
What we did was because we generally booked all of our guests in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
So by March, we kind of had a good setting on who was coming when. And then whatever the gap was, we would let our friends know in like March, April-ish. And like, okay, this is when we're having family fun weekend. And the title kind of came afterwards. I just said,
Yeah.
okay, to be fair, this
To
is
be
how this
fair.
really started out.
Oh,
And I'm still
goodness.
bitter about this to this
Oh,
day.
yes. I know what this is. Yes.
Yeah. Do you? Yeah. Because
Yes,
I'm
I
mad.
do.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I'm mad.
I know. Oh, she's mad. She's furious, people. Human.
I will have Alzheimer's. And I will still be
She's
blaming my
sour
husband.
about it. Oh,
So
yep.
So sour. Did you hear that
You
thud?
just smacked that so hard your camera moved.
Yeah. So the original was supposed to be I was with my girlfriends. We were at some type of like, I don't know, like clothing party or Tupperware party or something like that. And they were all like, oh, Jen, we should come up to your lodge, blah, blah. I'm like, absolutely, let's make this work. So I picked a weekend when they were going to come up. And it was just going to be the girls. I was going to send my husband away, and the girls were just going to have a weekend, just the girls at the lodge. Well, after my husband kind of knew that and mulled around, he's like, well, like, why can't the husbands come? And kind of guilted me. And I felt guilty. So I'm like, okay, all right, let's just do it. We'll just bring everybody up. So that's how it started. It was supposed to be just be a girls' weekend.
Yes.
I would like to add that on top of the family fun weekend, my husband then started having the boys up later on in October for a guys' weekend. Did the girls'
Yes.
weekend ever come into fruition?
No.
No, it didn't.
No.
Besides the point, we had a lot of fun on the family fun weekend.
Yeah, you know what? It worked out, I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like obviously I hope you get your girls' weekend one of these years. But
Someday.
I think it was like kind of one of those things that like just worked out the best way it could have because
Oh, absolutely.
then it was really nice because then like for my brother and I we had a weekend in the summer where we got to see all our friends and we got to do stuff with them for 3 days straight and it was like
Yep.
the best part of summer in terms of like having something to do with like kids and things like that, because we very rarely had kids come up.
Yeah.
So it was always so much fun. We'd just like wait anxiously because you didn't
Yep.
know. I mean, like we didn't have the internet on to know. Hey, we're leaving. We'll be there in an hour and a half. No, we didn't know. We didn't
And
know
how
when people would
excited
come.
were we on the Fridays leading up? Because we never knew when all of a sudden we'd see a boat
Yep.
come around the corner and it was them. And like
Oh
we were
yeah.
so
You'd be
excited when people
so
would boat in.
excited, and you'd like just be listening all day. You'd like hear
Yep.
something, and you'd wait and wait, and oh nope, it's not a boat. Oh dang it! And like you just be so excited waiting. And usually we'd have to like clean up because we
Yep.
probably had guests in or something like that. So we were always like busy, but
Running
like you'd
around
always be
frantically.
waiting. Oh, it was the best part. And then I mean Mondays were sad because you have to watch everyone leave. But like as
Yeah.
soon as that first boat came, you just got so excited. You're like, hey,
Party was
chores
on.
are done. It's time to play.
It's time to play. And we filled up every bed in our lodge because we had
Oh yeah,
probably about a dozen parents and
yeah.
probably
Four.
20 kids. Like we had close to
Yeah.
30. We'd have close to 30 people there. So
And we
some of
had
the
30
things,
beds.
yeah. Yeah, we did.
Yes. Yeah.
So we made it
Quick
work.
math.
And it was a lot of fun. So yeah, it got to the point later on in the years that everybody would just book the Monday off because my one
Yeah.
girlfriend, she booked the Monday off, so her family stayed the one time, and I can remember sitting in the water with a life jacket on, upside down, so I'm sitting in it like a diaper, with a beverage in my hand, with my girlfriend, and we're waving to everybody leaving in the boats and like floating in their wake. And I was like, this was the best idea ever for you to take this extra day off. And, and then most people went ahead
Yep.
and did it. So it became
Oh
3 days,
yeah.
which was great.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. It was yeah, we do all sorts of stuff. Like you were busy from the moment you woke up till like the wee hours in the morning. Like you soaked up
Yes.
as much time as you could with
Hmm.
with your friends. We did lots of water activities. Lots
The
of
kids
swimming
did.
occurred. Yeah, lots
Yep.
of swimming, lots of tubing. You have to like beg the adults to come. Can we go tubing again? Can we go tubing? And there was one dad who would always get suckered into taking us
Yeah.
tubing, like always. Like I no matter how hard you try to get someone else, it was always him who ended up having to take us.
You kids are so annoying, just
Oh
wanting to
yeah,
do stuff.
what the heck? Um, and like once we got a little bit older, like my brother would take a boat and we'd pull people around
Yep.
as well. Just
Hmm.
like in the bay if the adults didn't want to
Yeah.
play with us. But we would do like water skiing and kneeboarding and stuff as well. And
Yeah.
then a little bit of fishing would happen. Sometimes
Hmm.
the guys would go out fishing and like my brother and like his friends would go fishing quite often and do things like that. But we just ran around that camp and made up so many games and did so many things. Like it was crazy. Like
I
that
was
place
in
has never been
charge.
busier.
I was in charge in the mornings. I was in charge of coffee. So that
Yes.
was my job with the big group. One set of our friends, they always brought enough food that we didn't have to worry. They cooked for us the whole weekend
Yeah.
long. And it was all a community cook. But I was in charge in the morning of coffee because I had the big coffee perks. And so I would get like 4 or 5 of them going first thing in the morning. And I'd have coffee ready for everybody that would slowly wake up. And literally from the time we woke up until the time we went to bed in the wee hours of the morning, we had
Yeah.
a fire going in the fire pit that
Oh yeah.
never was not running, and there was never not people sitting around it. So I laugh because when we first started doing this, my one friend, her youngest was just a baby, and at one point she had to go do something, and we're all just sitting on the grass, enjoying the time. The kids are running around, totally safe.
Yeah.
We did not lose a child in this whole thing, so we were
And
safe.
no
You don't have
one no one was ever I don't think anyone ever
injured
got
or
hurt.
hurt. No.
Which is like shocking, like not in matters of like, oh, our parents didn't watch us, but just because you have like 10, 15 kids just running around, like just crazy, just in
Crazy.
and out of the water, in the bush, like to not have any sort of like serious accident outside of like
Right.
a scrape or something, that's actually pretty, you know what? Good on us.
Kudos. Unlimited supplies of pop and kid
Yes.
drinks, unlimited supplies of snacks, unlimited supplies of sugar. So they were like
Oh
feral
yeah.
children. But I remember, and we coined this term on, I think it was probably our second year of this.
Yeah.
We're all sitting around, and my one girlfriend who had the littlest, he was just a baby. I think he was maybe 2,
I think
not even.
so.
And she had to go do something. So she turned to us, and us ladies were all sitting around. She's like, okay, I need you to watch my child, blah, blah. We're like, okay. So she gets up and she proceeds to walk away, and she turns around and stops and says, no, I need you to parent with your eyes, not your presence. And we were like, Oh, because all our kids were several
Yeah.
years older. They're quite self-sufficient. We're like, okay. So that was always the joke, was that you need to parent with your eyes and not your
Yeah.
presence. So,
Yeah.
and listen, if they're starting to go, one person's going to come back and tell
Oh
us
yeah,
that,
like we didn't
things
have
are
that,
going
like it
south.
wasn't that big of an area.
It
And
wasn't.
we all kind of hung out cuz like we had 5 cabins, and between 2 and 3 they kind of opened up a little bit more, so
Yep.
that's why we put the fire pit. We brought all our
Hmm.
picnic tables and we just lived there essentially
Yep.
all day. It was always so nice because like you said, with the snacks and food and stuff, like it was great for us because we never got any of those things all summer because
No,
we don't have place to put them, or we just get the essentials that we need quickly, like that sort of thing.
that's
So like
right.
there was always so much good food and good snacks, and you just, it was never ending, and everyone was so kind to like just let you, like let my brother and I especially just
Yeah.
eat whatever we wanted type thing. Um
I never thought
so
about
yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't have lots of extra snacks
No.
during the regular season. So
Because
you guys just
usually
had a
like,
free for all.
even though like we could have if we wanted to, but most times when we had groceries, it was my dad just quickly running to the
Yep.
grocery store to grab like some meat and some bread and milk and coming back out because he had guests to bring. Yeah, we never had
Mm-hmm.
Sour Patch Kids, I'll tell you that much.
I have one right now. Be
So
proud.
it was always like I said in a previous one, where like after a turnover we'd run to the cabins to see like what foods were left over. It was kind of like
Mm-hmm.
that, but it was all just prepared for us. It was like, ah,
Yes, it was.
here you go. So we had lots of fun with that, and then
Mm-hmm.
we do a lot of like boat rides. Like we'd go, everyone would pile into boats, and we just cruise around, going like
Mm-hmm.
5 kilometers an hour, and just putt putt in and
We
out
did
and
get to the point
around.
where we ended up owning a pontoon boat.
Yes.
So rude as a meeting. And one of the other families had a pontoon boat that they would bring up of their families. So it got to the point where we would literally just tether the two together and
Yep.
we would putz around and just do like a lake cruise.
Yep.
And then I think we pulled a couple of tubes so the kids could be like jumping off and hanging off the tubes. We were only literally going at like a,
Oh, it was
just like
so
a,
slow.
so slow, just at
Yeah.
like, a putter's pace. And we would tour all around. There was one spot on the lake that we could do cliff jumping.
Yes.
So a couple
We did
times we
that
went
for a
there.
couple, two
Yeah,
years, I think we did that.
I think so.
So we just stopped there, and like all the kids would jump in and climb up to the rock and just jump, swim, jump, swim, jump, swim. You guys just sat there having the time of your life. And we also had a little like beach. I don't know if we've talked about the beach before.
We did talk about Sandy Beach. We talked
The
about it with the
sandy
dog
beach.
when
Oh
you
right,
jumped off the
the like
beach.
the
Yep.
like little sandbar that was like a foot deep at on a high water year type thing. So we'd always
Mm-hmm.
go there, and everyone would get out and sit in the water, and all the kids would swim and
Yeah.
splash and all that. Because I remember one time, a few of us swam across the like bay or whatever it was,
Oh yeah.
and we were like climbing up in the trees over there. Like it was quite the adventurous weekend because you
Well,
had
we had to
people to
burn
like
some of
adventure
your
with.
energy. Like you guys are like all hopped up on
Yeah,
sugar and stuff. We had to burn some. And we
yeah,
also wanted you to go to bed so that
that's
we could
true.
sit around the fireplace at night. Not that you did.
Yeah,
But
we ran around at night anyways.
yeah, but the boat cruises were a ton of fun.
Oh
And
yeah.
I don't even think there was really any weekend. We had one weekend once, I think, that we had poor weather.
Yeah, but it
Um,
wasn't even like, it wasn't
no,
that
it's usually
bad
good.
though. Yeah, it was
It's
usually
usually
quite
good.
nice. We actually had one year where we had we had construction people who had been up, and they had this huge barge, like a huge barge that they used to bring all their like equipment and stuff
Heavy
up.
equipment, like an
Yeah.
excavator, a mini
Yeah.
excavator they could put
And
on it.
so they had gone home for a little bit, take a break, and so they were like, "Yeah, you can use it if you want." Like they knew we were having this thing, so, and like my dad's well capable of driving it. And again, we're only going 2 kilometers an hour because why
Right?
would we want to go fast? But I remember we had a little boat with us that we tied to it, and that was
Yes.
the bathroom boat.
That's right. There
we
was probably 30 people on
yeah,
this
we put the
giant
picnic tables on
horse
it.
picnic table.
We had
It didn't
chairs
even
on it.
fluctuate. Like all 30
Oh
people
no,
could stand on one side of this barge and you wouldn't even have noticed the
it was
barge was
so much fun.
so heavy, and we had a ton of fun.
Oh, it was so much fun.
Man,
That was a lot of fun. But we had a
I forgot
boat tied to it, and that became like the ladies' restroom because
about
all the men can just pee off the side of the boat, whereas
this, right?
the women can't do that. And like sometimes you don't want to jump in the water, or someone didn't have their bathing suit, so it was like we just go and open up the
We had a
live
bucket.
well.
Yep.
No, I think we had the
Oh yeah,
live
that's
well as
right. We had the
well.
live well. We
It was
flushed it out. Look
it
at
was a
us.
2 staller. um, but yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Oh
All
my
those,
gosh. Yes.
yes,
In the evenings, we usually cracked glow sticks
yes,
and we got smart. We started putting, because we ended up having like a giant, like almost wedding canopy tent that
yes.
we had, so that, people could get under the shade during the day. And so it always had like these lead lines. So we got smart. And I think we put, um, uh, noodles, pool noodles, and wrapped some
Glow sticks.
glow sticks around it because in the evenings the kids are running around
The
playing
glow
like
sticks were always so fun.
tag,
Oh
right?
yeah,
You guys are playing like some type of like murder
yeah,
tag or pitch
something like
dark tag,
that.
so that nobody would like clothesline themselves
Murder
and like
tag.
was there something called?
I
There's
don't
something
know,
called
like Manhunter, Manhunt or something.
oh yes, man
Sasquatch,
tracker.
Man Tracker. Yes, not
Man, you guys
murder
play that? Oh,
tag.
ours was murder tag. You know where somebody dies.
I mean, they did when they ran over the
Oh
little
my
line that was
god.
coming down from the tent.
Right? And
But
so
yeah,
everybody had they everybody ran around with like these little like glow stick, you could get the
yeah.
necklaces, the bracelets.
But we
We
only
had I
had
think
so many,
glasses.
and
Yeah.
so we learned that if you put a glow stick in the freezer, it lasts a little bit longer. So you'd
Oh.
wake you'd wake up in the morning, and someone would go into the cooler because we'd coolers everywhere to get a drink, and it was just filled with glow sticks. Like we'd all throw our glow sticks in there at the end of the night in hopes that they'd
I
last to the next night.
I remember one night we were sitting around the fire and the fire pit that we actually
Yes,
had an all metal um
wheelbarrow.
wheelbarrow. It was
Yeah,
all metal. Everything
like
on it was
tire and
metal.
all.
The wheel was metal, everything. And so we would put the fire, we would use that as the fire pit, and then we could move it around if we had to. Easy to dump the ashes the next morning when they're all like,
Yeah,
cooled off and whatever. But anyway, so we're sitting around the wheelbarrow fire pit, and we're having some beverages that night, and the song came on, and we took a bunch of these glow sticks that make the
the
necklaces,
big
and
necklaces.
we tied them together like a hula hoop, I think it was.
No, it was a skipping rope.
It was skipping rope. And so we had several people, my husband included,
Oh yes,
who tried to skip. And nobody
yes.
actually like buffed her like too bad. Like they never,
No.
but I do remember they had them and they were flinging them around. And I remember the next morning we woke up and you could see the glow because they had thrown them up on one of the roofs of the cabin. They'd thrown them all around and they were still glowing the next day on top of the cabin roof.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to have to get that down before the next guests come.
Yeah. Yeah.
So be
And
it.
then we also had one night, like one of the nights, someone would bring fireworks and
Every
they'd
year.
light the fireworks. It was a lot of fun though, because like
Oh, they were great.
it was almost like Canada Day, but later for us because we never got to witness Canada Day fireworks at the lodge.
It was August Family Fun Weekend Day.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. But the guys would go and I remember not the first our first year I think at the second lodge
Yep.
they did them off one of the docks and each kid got
Mhm.
to go and light one. Which I remember doing that. I remember one of the dads would go out with us and he'd help us and we get to light them and we'd run down the dock and watch it go. I can remember doing that. But that
To be
was
fair,
interesting.
these dads were the head of the fire
Yeah,
department,
they
so
were
they
all
knew
on the
what they
fire
were doing. They were
department.
all in the department. So it's not that we're like, "Hey kids, let's go light off some
Yeah.
fireworks."
No,
They
it was
knew what they were
very
doing.
yeah, it was very contained and
I feel like we should
proper.
have some disclaimers, but it was good. So, and
It
then
was good.
yes, so and they tried different spots. They found across the bay there was a nice rock there, and they
Yeah.
did them in every year. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun.
It was so much
Um,
fun.
yes, one year, um, one of the girls had a Harry Potter birthday party for their birthday. And my girlfriend just did an amazing job. And I think when I
Yes.
came to pick you guys up, I was so jealous
You were.
that this Harry
No, it was when
Potter,
you dropped me off.
yeah, I was
Because
bitter.
she used like, she made all the floating candles and we got to like,
Yep,
they'd made wands and we all had to like
I
close our
know.
eyes and pick one as if it was like choosing us type thing. It was a big,
Yes.
big ordeal. It was
Made
crazy.
potions the whole nine
Yep.
yards. So I was really bitter. I'm like, well, I wanted that. I think I had turned 40 that year, that winter. And
Yep.
then that spring, they or maybe it was yeah. So anyways, I was very bitter. So the year after this girl had her birthday party, that mom brought up all the stuff and we did Harry Potter stuff at the lodge.
Yep.
Now we made glitter potions, I believe.
Yes.
And so we're out on a picnic table out on the lawn and making all these weird and crazy glitter potions. And there's like 6 or 8 of us totally. I'm
Oh yeah.
in like a dirty shirt. Well, when we were finished, we kind of just like washed off the table. It kind of rinsed onto the dock. We had glitter on that dock for well over a year. We couldn't get the glitter off the table
Like
or the dock.
yeah, glitter is hard to get rid of. And like that's in the elements where it's raining all the time.
Yeah.
Like that stuff, we had one sparkly
Right?
dock. It would
So
shimmer in the
good.
sunlight.
Oh, I know.
It was such a good weekend.
We had a great weekend. So unfortunately, when we sold the lodge, the family
Yeah.
fun weekends stopped, and our friends were very bitter,
Yeah.
very bitter. So we're gonna have to do it again. My husband and I
Yeah.
have talked about trying to start that up again at our house. because I think we have the space for like
Mhm.
campers to come in and we could
It was
plan some
just
fun events.
it was always so much fun.
You
And
guys had a
sometimes it would fall
blast.
upon my birthday, and it was almost like I got like a birthday party almost
Yeah,
because everyone was there, and I was like, "Oh, this is so exciting!"
right?
But oh, those are just such good times.
Times.
Such
The
good times.
perks of having a lodge. You can just have a
Yeah,
whole weekend just devoted to friend fun.
yeah,
Friends who then feel like family. And man, we
yeah.
maxed it out every year. So much. We all looked forward to it. We talked
Oh
about it
yeah,
all year when we set the date. Man, we talked about it, and it was something everybody looked forward to
oh yeah.
all the time. It
It
was
was when
great.
we knew like that was like the thing to look forward to in the summer. It was like,
Yeah,
hey, wow, just like one more month and everyone's
I
gonna be
know.
here.
So many days, finish up with these gas, and then we got
Yeah.
family fun weekend. It was great.
Woo!
It was really good. A lot of
Yeah,
fun. We did lots
yeah.
of things, lots of visiting, which was good. You know what? By the end of the summer, we had worked our tails off at that lodge, so we were ready just for a little
Oh
bit of
yeah.
rest and relaxation and just to unwind. And you couldn't have got a more better way to have done
Oh
that
no.
with all of our friends. So we need to bring that back because that was, I think the last one was like maybe a year before COVID hit. I feel so.
No, it would have been
What?
before that.
Mm,
Yeah, we got rid of the lodge when I was in grade 9.
really? I thought you were in grade 10.
No, we sold the lodge when
Rude.
I was in grade 10 and then we ran it for one more summer. So the summer
All
following
right.
grade 9, we were up there.
Okay. Well, so it's been a while. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been
So we
like
need to figure it out.
almost 10 years.
Stop. That's just rude. That's mean to say.
Like at least
Okay.
8
So,
8 to 10 years probably.
well, now that we've talked about it, we have to make this happen for next year. Hopefully, there's no
Yeah.
wildfires and
Yep.
we can actually make that a go because your
I'll come
dad and
home
I
for
did
it.
actually talk. Would you really?
Think about if
Do
you
you
could
think
get
all the
everyone
kids
to
would
come
come
back.
home?
That's what I'm
Oh,
wondering. I bet you a lot of them would.
and all those kids now are of age? Hell.
Oh,
You know what?
that would
I would
be
stay sober
crazy.
and just sit back and watch the fun unfold. Oh my god, that'd be way too much fun.
I like that you think you'd stay sober.
I know. I was just gonna say, who am I kidding? Of course, I'm gonna have a beverage.
If
You
I'm
met me
there.
because we got talking about too when we went to the elimination dance. Ains and I,
Mhm.
our first real party together. We went to the
Oh
elimination
yes.
dance, and man, we had a ton of fun that weekend
Oh
too.
yeah.
We were just talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
Ainsley, we've had some fun times, and yeah. So, anyways,
It'd be a lot of fun.
it would be a lot of fun. Kate, we're gonna have to make a conscious effort to
Yep.
reenact it and play it back out, and with whatever expectations. Can't have, it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right. So if any of my friends are watching, pitter patter, let's nail down a date for next summer because summer goes
Save
by
the
way
date.
fast.
Save the date.
We used to pick that in March, so we're gonna have to consciously pick
March.
it in March
Yeah.
again. I think I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good times. Good
Good
times.
times.
Yeah, it was fun. Kids had every access to every type of boat. We all just ran around.
Yeah.
Um, we had all kinds of fun stuff to do there. It was a
Oh,
great,
it was so much fun.
great
It
weekend.
was so much fun.
It would just fill your heart up, just
Yeah.
reset you for the last little push of the lodge season.
It really was. And
Mm-hmm.
like August was always the best month because usually we had the family fun
Good
weekend.
weather.
We'd have
Family
our
up.
actual like family up because we had lots of birthdays.
Yeah,
Uh, it was just a good
I
way to end the
know.
summer after spending so much of the summer like not having like that type of fun, you know what I mean? And just
Mm-hmm.
like you're always like you wake up, you have to work. You go to sleep, you have to work, all this stuff.
Yep.
So it was
And
just a
we
good
have
way.
jokes and stuff that happened on during those family fun weekends that we still talk about to this day
Yeah.
with our friends. Little side jokes here and there that we still talk about family fun
Yeah.
weekend. I love it.
Ah,
Sushi
good
party's coming
times.
up this fall, so
Ooh.
we're gonna have a sit down before we have too much sake
We'll have
and
to
figure
talk
that out.
about some of that as well because I've been a part of some of that.
You have,
Yes. Yes.
you have.
Yes.
All right. Now my mind's a turning. I've had
Oh,
the
she's
sugar. My
going.
mind's a turning.
She's
Um,
going.
that was lovely. That was a lovely trip down memory lane.
That was amazing.
If you have any questions about the lodge, people, let us know. We'd love to
Oh
answer
yeah.
them. If you have any questions about how all the logistics or what weirdness went down. I mean, have done, I don't know how many, 6 or 8 Lodge Life deep dives
Quite a
now.
few of them.
A lot.
Quite a few.
A lot. So if you have any questions about them, let us know. Ask away. We will answer.
You're
We
right. We've
will.
done 6 of them. This is number 7.
There you go. Half a
Look at
dozen.
that.
Boom. Done.
Boom.
Much more to talk about.
Boom. Boom, boom,
Boom.
boom.
Boom, boom. I feel like now we should be talking about the weather, Ainsley.
Oh,
Weather report.
weather
As
report.
you can see, I'm not talking about the evacuation anymore, the
Nope,
wildfires.
she
I
back.
might touch on them a bit, but I'm not going to. Not much detail. What's the weather doing in your area?
We
Your neck?
have like hit. You would think it was like fall. Like
Really?
we went from like this massive, massive heat to just like plummeted right down. And it's
Huh.
like it gets to about maybe 25 right now. But like it's quite cool. Like I've had pants on all week.
You've worn pantses?
I've worn pantses.
You've worn
So
pantses.
I hope it warms up a little bit more. Like I haven't hated it because it was so hot all summer, but it's
Mm-hmm.
definitely cooler. It's kind of sweater weather out there.
You've got sweater weather. We had sweater weather, but you know what? The end of this past week, man, we have had hot weather. Like we're talking 30 degrees, with a feels like. We've had some humidity, and she be hot.
She
Like
be hot.
she be hot.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
how it
I'm
was
wearing a sweater
here.
right now, but she be hot.
She be
It's
hot.
warm. Yeah,
It's
which is
warm.
very unseasonable for the end of like the tail end of August.
You've
Beginning
had a
like
very
the very
unseasonable
tail.
summer as a whole. So
We've had a very unconventional everything for the last 3 months.
yeah,
There's no denying that.
yeah,
So, which is fine. You know what? It's beautiful out. I'll take it. Those cooler weathers, for that little bit that we had, man, my dog was loving it. He was loving that little bit of crispness, and he kind of picked up a
yeah.
little perk in his step, which was nice. So he's just chillaxing, hanging out with the heat. I think we might, maybe we'll put on the AC one more time,
Oh,
just for shits and giggles. Just joking. Because I'm an inferno now, and that's because I'm back on
yeah.
this lovely diet.
We just talked about it.
I know.
We just talked about it.
I
I've
know.
been putting in an effort to make a morning routine.
Okay.
I've been putting in an effort to not snack as much.
Okay.
And here you are with a big bag of Sour Patch Kids. We
Yeah.
just discussed how we were going to
All
rejuvenate
right.
these resolutions.
Starting tomorrow. Starting tomorrow. Or starting whenever this bag empties. Might
Yeah.
be tomorrow. Oh, it smells so good. It just
Ay,
smells
ay, ay.
like happiness.
Ay, ay, ay.
Happiness.
Oh
It's
my
my happy
goodness.
place. Good times. I love it.
Anyways.
Anyways, we shall wrap it up. All
Yes.
right. I love it. Well, thank you for tuning into Second Saturday one more time.
Yes. Make sure you come for next week because next week is the big week.
Oh,
It is the 1 year anniversary of this lovely duo. Just kidding.
love
This
it,
has
love
been
it,
a
love
duo
it.
for 22 years. But, um, yes, make
Oh
sure
my
you come for next week because we have a fun little video to react to. And
little
we're just going to
montage that Ainsley's set up.
reminisce over the year.
I can't wait to react to it. I can't wait to see it and have a
Yes.
reaction to it. I'm looking forward
Yes.
to it.
So make
Because
sure
honestly, I never remember what I talk about.
that
Even
is
like I
true.
can look back last week's video and not remember one thing that we talked about, and then I'm like, oh, well, look at that, we talked about that. So for
This is
sure, those
a
first
very true
episodes,
point.
I,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I won't remember. I
Oh,
won't
yeah.
remember.
Anyways,
So
make
come
sure you
reminisce with us.
subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all the things, all the bells and whistles so that you're here next week.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Be
I'm
there,
looking
be
forward to
square.
it. You don't want to be square. I'm telling you. Nay, nay, nay. It's not cool. It's not cool, everybody. All right. You have a great rest of your Sunday, everybody.
Yes.
And we will see you next Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.